a check or give her a cashier's check for $53,000.
Loan from my father.
And is he expecting to be paid back?
Yes.
How much do you owe your father?
Probably about $140,000.
Okay. And describe your father very briefly. Is he the kind of man who's just made of money and just willing to shuck it out, or?
He has money, but if he loans you money, he writes it down and you get a statement.
Okay. So is he expecting to be paid back?
One way or another, yes.
And are you expecting to pay him back?
Yes.
Is the house that you're in right now, is it a house that the children are very familiar with?
It is.
And are they very comfortable in that house?
Yes.
And do you think it would be bad for you to sell the house and move to another one, as far as the kids go?
I think so.
Would it take them out of their comfort zone?
It would.
And besides Kristen's house and that house, are those the only two houses they've ever known?
When she first moved out, she was in a duplex.
Okay.
So, but yes.
But at least on your side of the parenting equation, that's the only house that they've ever known?
Yes.
Okay. Were you surprised this morning to hear Kristen say that, well, she's not really concerned about that motion for enforcement on the right of first refusal that was filed in June? Were you surprised by that?
No.
Okay. Are you still, are you at least wanting to recoup?
Objection leading. Sustained.
Okay.
To rephrase?
Yes. Are you wanting her to be held in contempt and put in jail?
So, objection leading.
It doesn't suggest
that. That's not upper roll.
I'll ask a different question. Doug, first of all, did we reach a mediated settlement agreement in late February this year?
Yes.
And did you and Kristen agree, let's not worry about the right of first refusal anymore?
We did.
And at that point in time, did you expect that you were not going to go forward with the motion for contempt that you had filed?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you asking Judge Hensarling to at least award you some attorney fees necessary to defend against the motion that was filed in June, which was abandoned this morning?
I am.
All right. Were you surprised to learn? Well, first of all, have you reviewed discovery responses that Kristen sent to us through her attorney?
Yes.
Were you surprised to learn that her father had hired a private investigator?
No.
And has her father ever followed you before? Or has he ever come by your house before?
Yes.
On many occasions or few?
I've seen it myself twice.
Okay. What did he do?
The first time he just drove by and I happened to see him, and I actually texted her mom and said, "Is Scott really driving by my house?"
Is that her father's name?
Yes.
Okay. And then what did he do?
He just sped on by.
Okay. What about the second time?
The second time, it was the day I had my knee surgery, ACL surgery.
Okay.
I was sitting in the living room and it was after dark, and I saw headlights out front.
Okay. So what'd you do?
I crouched out front and I saw him what appeared to be taking pictures, and I crouched out to the grass and he honked his horn and gave me the finger and drove off.
Okay. When you say the finger, you mean the middle finger?
I do.
Now, when did you have your ACL surgery?
It was June of 2018.
Okay.
I think.
And was that about the same time that Kristen filed this motion to modify?
I was in a brace. I injured it before. I got the motion to modify, and then surgery was after that. Yes.
I'm sorry, what was after that?
Surgery.
Oh, okay. Okay. Were either the children present when Kristen's dad ever drove by?
The last time they were, yeah, when he honked his horn at night.
Okay. What time of the night was it approximately?
Between 10 and 11.
Okay. Do you know if they were awake?
They were not.
Okay. Have you tried to co-parent with Kristen?
I have.
Has she tried to? Does it appear from your perspective that she's tried to co-parent with you?
No.
Okay. What has she done that makes you say She has not been trying to co-parent with me.
She won't pass on information. She refuses to have discussions. She tells me that I need to find things out on my own.
Okay. What is your work schedule?
I'm scheduled to work every third day, 10 shifts a month, but it's highly flexible.
Okay. Okay. Since we're not pursuing this motion for, okay, so since she's not pursuing the motion for contempt, as she said this morning, I just want to ask, as far as the relationship goes, I'm asking for relationship purposes. Was there ever any occasion in all those alleged violations that you actually denied her the right of first refusal?
No.
Okay. And were there occasions when she said that you were violating the right of first refusal when in fact you checked and she'd actually had the kids?
Yes.
During your periods of possession, do the children ever asked to speak with their mother?
They do.
Do you allow them to?
I do.
Have you ever denied them the opportunity to speak with their mother?
No.
Have you ever monitored their calls?
If we're in the car and they want to call her, I hear it, but I don't monitor it at home. I usually walk away.
Okay.
Typically it's FaceTime, so you can hear it. But I'm not.
Okay. Do you let them use your phone to do it?
Yes.
Do you have a landline, or are you one of those folks that don't have one anymore?
No landline.
Okay. So do you sometimes give the kids your phone and just let them go talk to mom wherever they want to?
I do.
Do you want the children to have a good relationship with their mother?
Yes.
Do you attempt to include Kristen in matters involving the children?
I do.
Have you ever invited her to attend the children's birthday parties?
Yes.
On how many occasions?
Every time.
Has she ever invited you for similar occasions?
Yes, but they've always been rescinded.
Rescinded?
Yes.
In other words, changed her mind or something?
Correct.
How would they be rescinded?
A text message says you're not welcome.
Okay. She would actually text you and say you're not welcome to come.
Actually, the first one, I found out about it from my parents, and I never got the invite.
Okay.
They got an invite. I discussed it with her mom, and she said that it's basically her prerogative.
Okay. Did you actually try to have...
And then I did get on that one an invite in the backpack later on.
I'm sorry?
I did get an invite eventually on that one.
On which one?
The first one.
Okay. So it was rescinded but then re-extended?
Correct.
Okay. Did you actually try to reach out to Kristen's mom and try to communicate about improving communications?
Yes.
Does Kristen often communicate with you about school events for the children?
No.
What does she tell you?
That there are ways I can find it out on my own.
Did you know about the Blue Shirt Day?
I did not.
How did you find out about it?
I dropped the kids off at the Carburetor line in the morning. Kristen happened to be standing there, opened the door, and let me know they're not wearing blue.
Okay. So she was actually the card reader on that particular day? Or was she just...
I don't know.
Okay. Did you know that it was Blue Shirt Day before you brought them to school?
I did not.
Was that on a Friday?
I would assume.
Okay. Well,
I recall asking Miss Kellen about it, and it was every day that week there was a different color.
Okay. Okay. Well, just based on your schedule, would it necessarily have to have been on either a Friday or a Monday?
Yes.
Did Kristen get upset with you that the children were not wearing blue shirts?
She did.
What did she say?
They're supposed to be in blue shirts, something like that.
Did she say this in front of the kids?
She did.
Have you ever called Kristen bad names in front of the children? You ever called her names in front of the kids?
I don't think so.
Do you ever disparage her or cut her down in front of the kids?
No.
Do you want them to have a good relationship with their mother?
I do.
Does anyone in your family ever call Kristen bad names?
Probably.
Well, in the presence of the children.
Never.
Do you know if Kristen has called you bad names in front of the children?
I've heard from the
Extra
kids.
speculation.
Okay.
You know, yes or no?
Okay. We can't talk about what the kid said. Okay, because that's hearsay. But has she directly used offensive language directed towards you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you asking that you have the right to designate the children